guys, in today's video, I'm going to be going over a couple of things that I've learned from spending over $450,000 on Facebook advertising in the last couple of months. What's going on, guys? Cassie coming to you guys with a brand new video, and in today's video, as I said, I'm going to be going over a couple of tips and a couple of things that I've learned from spending over $450,000 on the Facebook advertising platform. And I know this information is valuable to beginners as they haven't had the opportunity to, get into a Facebook ad account that's actually spending this much money and learn kind of the mistakes that come from, running ad accounts at this level. And that is the reason for this video. I want to help you guys out and get you guys this very valuable and juicy information that otherwise you would have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get. And if you like getting free information that I had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars of my own personal money for, then go ahead and smash the like button on the video because, it does help me out. So guys, I'm going to show you now on my computer here the Facebook ads managers for all of the different ad accounts that I'm going to be going over and showing you how much I've actually spent on each. This is the first ads manager. This one has spent $265,000. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll through it real quick so you guys can see it all. I'm just going to go ahead and reload it as well so you guys can see the whole page. Okay, yeah, there it is. So $265,000. You guys can see I have these other ads managers here as well, so you guys can just see the entire thing that this is real. Go ahead and just refresh all of this. There you go, guys. I have these other ads managers as well. They've spent about $26,000. This one has spent, I believe, $14,000. Then this one is spent about $11,000. All in all, guys, that is about $470,000, I think, $469,000, so just $450,000. But anyways, guys, back into the video. So again, as I said, I'm going to be getting into 3 tips here of essentially what I have learned from spending all of this money on Facebook. So number 1, you need a testing plan. Benjamin Franklin said it the best: by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. A testing plan, I mean a plan set out that week by week you test, for example, 5 products a week, and you spend $100 to test each product before you turn it off if it's unprofitable. When you have a plan like this in place, not only does it minimize the amount of money you waste on testing each product, but it builds up that momentum that you need to learn more and more from your mistakes and actually find a better and winning product. Besides the momentum, consistency equals money, because with dropshipping, obviously we are testing products to find a winning product that is going to make us money. So if you are consistent and you have a testing plan, which again, most people don't have a testing plan. You guys have to understand this. I'm telling you this right now, and I'm guaranteeing you 9 out of 10 people who are hearing this, probably all of you don't have a testing plan currently in place. So if you have a testing plan in place and everybody else doesn't, this only benefits you because you're consistently testing products, gaining momentum, gaining experience, and getting to that next level, which is what you need, guys. And this is huge. This is one of the biggest tips, and it is why it's the first one. With a testing plan in place, you are very much ensuring that you're staying on track, not only financially by sticking to a goal of testing, for example, $100 per product before it's unprofitable, but you are also building up that momentum that you need as a dropshipper to learn more and learn from your mistakes by continuously and consistently testing products. Number 2 is telling Facebook what you want. So you're going to see when you're advertising on Facebook that if you just tell them what you want, right? I want purchases. I want people who are only in the US. I want people who are only interested in dogs. I want people who are only interested in dog related brands. Then Facebook's going to find those people for you. And eventually over time, if you tell them what you want, they will do it. And specifically in relation to dropshipping and Facebook ads, what I mean by this second kind of little tip here is that you guys have to always optimize for a purchase no matter what it is that you're doing with Facebook. You're doing retargeting, you're doing lookalikes, you're doing cold targeting, whatever it is. If you're trying to acquire a customer, my team and I have personally found it the best to actually optimize always for conversions at the campaign level, and then also your ad set level, optimize for a purchase, because again, you're telling Facebook what you want directly and they're giving it back to you. You're not going around the bush, and they know what you want, so they're going to give it to you if your product catches. Tip number 3 is going to be scale a winner when you find one. Now, I know this may be obvious, right? I know this is literally what everybody is trying to do. With dropshipping, as I said, we're testing products to find a winning product, right? A profitable product. Once you find a product that is profitable consistently over a couple of days, you want to scale it like no other. Because in a product's lifetime, at this stage, this is the most important time for a product, right? If it is not scaled at this point, there's multitude things that are going to happen. The main and the biggest one that we're trying to avoid is having saturation in the market by having other dropshippers come and find the product through softwares like Ecom Hunt and Dropship Spy and come and oversaturate that market that you've just recently found. That's the biggest concern with this one. And again, that's why I'm saying once you find that winning product, you only have a really small window of time to actually go ahead and actually reap the benefits of the product. Because most products are just going to die within a month and a half, 2 months if you don't scale it correctly. So you only have, again, that small window of time to make that action before somebody else comes in and just steals the product. And that would just be a waste of time for you. Point being, once you find that profitable product, something that's already working, and you see that consistent performance, do not stop scaling. Scale until it doesn't make sense. Now, those were my 3 tips that I had outlined for the video, guys, but I have a couple of more that I want to go into right now because I see that I already went over everything that I wrote down. When you guys are advertising on Facebook, you obviously have to pay for your advertisements, and the main ways that people pay for their advertisements are usually with a credit card, a debit card, or a bank account. And when you're paying with a credit or a debit card, if it ever gets declined, which it usually will by your bank, as Facebook is a new charge most of the time for most account owners, and usually Facebook doesn't charge you multiple times per day, which sometimes they will if you're scaling very hard. What happens is when your card declines Facebook's charge, Facebook essentially turns off your ad account and basically disables it. And once it gets disabled, all of the ads in your ad account are basically turned off, and the optimization is pretty much paused for all of those ads. If you know anything about Facebook ads, you know optimization is everything, and if you lose optimization, you could pretty much lose the profitable stretch if a product was having one. This is why obviously you don't want to lose optimization, which means you don't want to have your card getting declined. So how do you combat this payment issue from happening? Well, you can simply add your bank account to Facebook's payment settings in your business manager, and once you add a bank account, basically Facebook will take that money out of your bank account instead of charging your card, which can basically mark it as fraud or decline it. If it's coming straight from your bank, they're just basically taking it out of your bank. Guys, there's other things as well that you want to be making sure you're doing while you're running Facebook ads, but I can't go over all of them in this video because it simply wouldn't be fair to the people in my Apprehend mastermind group. Apprehend is a comprehensive and exclusive mastermind group that teaches you how to start, scale, and manage your own e-commerce business. When you join Apprehend, you get a 70+ page dropshipping manifest guide, which is a super detailed overview of how to start your own dropshipping store, how to run ads, how to pretty much do everything A to Z. After the PDF, you get access to our weekly live group calls, which will have the opportunity for a selected amount of time to ask your questions every week, twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Interacting with you guys in there, we're answering your questions, and that's kind of where we separate ourselves from everybody else. A lot of people just give you the information and hope that you understand it, but don't really follow up with you and see, what did you actually learn from it? What sort of help do you need? We basically created Apprehend for those who don't have a lot of money to get started with their own dropshipping store, especially with something like right now going on with the whole current virus thing going on in the world. So we want to make sure that we're giving people an opportunity as well to get started with dropshipping for little costs. Now, those are everything that's included with a subscription to Apprehend, guys. Now, this is a monthly subscription as well, as I mentioned. Besides that, guys, let's get back into the video, which is pretty much over at this point. We went over the 4 tips that I have from spending over $450,000 over the last couple of months on Facebook ads. And I just wish somebody had this information out there when I was starting, because this definitely would have saved me so much time and money from spending it myself. So I hope me spending $450,000 was able to benefit you guys in some sort of way, and maybe even save some money on your own Facebook ads. But yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed this one, again, make sure to please drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.